John Mansion, hallway. Jungkook stands in the doorway, watching them. He came to check on them, but now he can't move. He watches Wyan laugh as Minjun smears paint on her nose. He watches his son smile, genuinely smile, for the first time in months. Something shifts in his chest. Something that's been locked away for a long time. He wants to go in. He wants to join them. But he doesn't know how. So he just watches. John Mansion, playroom, later. Minjun has fallen asleep on a pile of cushions, exhausted from the excitement. Wyan covers him with a blanket and sits back, looking at their paintings. She's so lost in thought that she doesn't hear Jungkook enter. Jungkook, he hasn't smiled like that in a long time. Wyan jumps, hand flying to her chest. Wyan, oh, you scared me. Jungkook, sorry. I thought you heard me. Wyan, I was distracted. He walks closer, looking at the paintings. His face is unreadable. Jungkook, you're good with him. Wyan, he's easy to be good with. He's quiet for a moment. Then, Jungkook, his mother died when he was 3. Wyan's breath catches. Wyan, I'm so sorry. Jungkook, it was an accident. Car crash. She was everything. His voice is steady, but his eyes betray him. They're full of pain. Wyan, you don't have to explain. Jungkook, I want to. He sits down on the floor beside her. The distance between them is small, maybe a foot. Jungkook, I threw myself into work after she died. It was easier than dealing with the pain. And somewhere along the way, I forgot how to be a father. Wyan, you're not a bad father. Jungkook, I'm not a good one either. She looks at him. Really looks. Underneath the expensive suits and the controlled expression, he's just a man who's lost and doesn't know how to find his way back. Wyan, you're trying. That's what matters. Jungkook, is it? Wyan, it's a start. He turns to look at her. There's something vulnerable in his eyes, something raw and honest. Jungkook, stay. The word hangs in the air between them. Wyan, what? Jungkook, stay with Minjun. Stay here. I'll give you anything you want. Wyan, I told you I don't want your money. Jungkook, then what do you want? She opens her mouth to answer, but nothing comes out. Because the truth is, she doesn't know. Jungkook, please. I can't do this alone. His voice cracks on the last word. He looks away quickly, but not before she sees the tears in his eyes. Wyan, okay. He looks at her surprised. Wyan, I'll stay. For now. For Minjun. Jungkook, really? Wyan, really? For a moment, he just looks at her. Then he does something that catches her completely off guard. He smiles. A real smile, not the controlled one he wears for business. It transforms his face, makes him look younger, softer. Jungkook, thank you. Wyan, don't thank me yet. I'm a disaster, remember? Jungkook, I think that's exactly what we need. They look at each other. Something warm passes between them. Then Minjun stirs and mumbles something in his sleep, breaking the moment. Wyan, clearing her throat, I should probably get him to bed. Jungkook, I'll help you. They pick up Minjun carefully, and for a moment, their hands touch. Neither of them pulls away. John Mansion, Minjun's bedroom, night. Wyan carefully tucks Minjun into his large, expensive bed. He's still holding her hand, even in his sleep. Wyan, whispering you're such a sweet boy, you know that? She gently untangles her fingers and steps back. Jungkook is standing in the doorway, watching her with an expression she can't quite read. Jungkook, he's usually not this clingy with strangers. Wyan, maybe he's just desperate for affection. The words slip out before she can stop them. She winces. Wyan, sorry. That was rude. Jungkook, no. You're right. He walks over to the bed and looks down at his sleeping son. His face softens. Jungkook, I haven't been present. I know that. I thought providing for him was enough. Whyun, it's not. Jungkook, I know that now. He reaches down and brushes a lock of hair from Minjun's forehead. The gesture is so tender that Whyun's heart aches. Jungkook, he looks like her. His mother. She had the same eyes. Whyun, you must miss her. Jungkook, every day. He turns to look at Whyun, and there's something almost pleading in his eyes. Jungkook, I don't want Minjun to grow up without a mother figure. I don't want him to be alone. Whyun, he won't be alone. He has you. Jungkook, do I count? Whyun, you count. Even if you don't realize it. He's quiet for a moment. Then he takes a step closer to her. Jungkook, I want to make you an offer. Whyun, what kind of offer? Jungkook, a real one. Stay here. Be part of Minjun's life. I'll provide everything you need, a studio, supplies, whatever you want. Whyun, Jungkook, I told you I don't want your money. Jungkook, it's not about money. It's about connection. Minjun needs someone like you. Someone who sees him. She looks at him, searching for any sign of manipulation. She finds none. Whyun, what exactly are you asking? Jungkook, I'm asking you to be his. I don't know. His person. The one he can count on. Whyun, that's a big ask. Jungkook, I know. He takes another step closer. They're barely a foot apart now. Jungkook, I don't trust easily. I've been burned too many times. But I trust you. I don't know why, but I do. His eyes drop to her lips for just a fraction of a second. Then they meet her eyes again. Jungkook, is that crazy? Whyun, it's not crazy. Her voice is barely a whisper. Whyun, it's just. I'm a mess, Jungkook. I forget to eat. I sleep in my clothes. I have 3 dead cacti to prove I can't take care of anything. Jungkook, you took care of Minjun. That's all that matters. She looks away, overwhelmed. Whyun, can I think about it? Jungkook, of course. Take all the time you need. But even as he says it, there's a flicker of fear in his eyes. He's terrified she'll say no. John Mansion, guest room, night. The guest room is bigger than Whyun's entire apartment. There's a massive bed, an ensuite bathroom, and a view of the city that makes her breath catch. She sits on the edge of the bed, staring at her phone. She has missed calls from the gallery, from her landlord, from her mother. She calls her mother back. Mother, Whyun, where have you been? I've been worried sick. Whyun, I'm fine, Mom. I'm at a friend's house. Mother, a friend? What friend? You never have friends. Whyun, I have friends. Mother, Vio name one. Whyun, okay, so I don't have friends. But I'm working on it. Mother, Whyun, what's going on? Are you in trouble? Whyun, no. No trouble. I just met someone. A little boy. He lost his mother. There's a long pause on the other end. Mother, oh honey. That must have been hard. Whyun, it was. But I helped him find his father. And now, the father wants me to stay. To take care of the boy. Mother, stay where? Whyun, in his mansion. Another long pause. Mother, Whyun. That's not a normal thing. You're not a nanny. Whyun, I know. I don't know what I'm doing. But when I look at him, the little boy, I see something. Something I can't explain. Mother, your heart is too big for your own good. Whyun, I know. Mother, just be careful. Rich people are complicated. Whyun, I know, Mom. Mother, I love you. Whyun, I love you too. She ends the call and lies back on the bed, staring at the ceiling. What is she doing? John Mansion, Jungkook's study, night. Jungkook sits in his study, a glass of whiskey in his hand. He's not drinking it, just holding it, staring at the amber liquid. His phone rings. It's his assistant. Assistant, sir, I have the background check you requested. Jungkook, go ahead. Assistant, YN. Age 26. Self-employed artist. No criminal record. No significant debts. Parents are retired teachers. She's been struggling financially. Her gallery showing was supposed to be her big break. Jungkook and? Assistant, and that's it. She's clean. Almost boringly clean. Jungkook, good. He ends the call and sets down the phone. He doesn't know why he ran the background check. Maybe to protect Minjun. Maybe to protect himself. Maybe because he's already in too deep. John Mansion, guest room, morning. YN wakes up to find Minjun sitting on the floor next to her bed, staring at her. YN, groggy, what time is it? Minjun, 7 o'clock. I made you a picture. He holds up a drawing of a stick figure with messy hair and a big smile. YN, smiling, is that me? Minjun, yes. You have big hair. YN, I have big hair? Minjun, and a big smile. And a big heart. She feels tears prick her eyes. This kid is going to be the death of her. YN, thank you, Minjun. It's beautiful. Minjun, will you stay for breakfast? YN, I. She looks at his hopeful face. She can't say no. YN, yeah. I'll stay for breakfast. He jumps up excitedly. Minjun, yes. Daddy. She's staying for breakfast. He runs out of the room, and YN hears him shouting down the hall. She laughs and shakes her head. YN, to herself, what have I gotten myself into? John Mansion, dining room, morning. The dining table is long enough to seat 20 people. But it's just the three of them, YN, Minjun, and Jungkook. Minjun is chattering away about his plans for the day, and YN is listening with genuine interest. Minjun, and then we can make more pictures, and then we can go to the park, and then we can have ice cream again. YN, that's a very full day. Minjun, I planned it all. Jungkook watches them, a small smile playing on his lips. He's not used to this, not used to having someone at the table who actually engages with Minjun. Jungkook, I have a meeting this morning, but I'll be back by lunch. YN, okay. Jungkook, I've assigned a driver for you. If you need to go anywhere. YN, I don't need a driver. Jungkook, I insist. She looks at him, and there's something in his expression that makes her hesitate. YN, fine. A driver. Jungkook, good. He stands, and Minjun runs to hug him. Minjun, bye, Daddy. Have a good day. Jungkook looks surprised by the hug. He hesitates for a moment, then hugs him back. Jungkook, I will, buddy. Be good for YN. Minjun, I'm always good. Jungkook looks at YN over Minjun's head. His eyes hold an apology for the awkwardness, for the strangeness of the situation. She just nods. She understands. John Mansion, driveway, morning. Jungkook gets into his car. As it pulls away, he looks back at the mansion. He can see YN through the window, laughing at something Minjun is saying. He feels something shift in his chest. He doesn't know what it is yet, but it's there. John Mansion, playroom, morning. YN and Minjun are painting again. This time, they're making a family portrait, Minjun's idea. Minjun, that's Daddy. He's the tall one. YN, and who's this? Minjun, that's me. And that's you. She looks at the painting. It's a typical child's drawing, stick figures with big smiles. But there's something about it that makes her emotional. YN, I love it, Minjun. Minjun, I love you, YN. She freezes. That's the first time he's said that. Minjun, is it okay that I love you? YN, voice thick with emotion, of course it's okay. I love you too, sweetheart. He beams at her, and she pulls him into a hug. She doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't know how she ended up here. But she knows one thing for certain. She can't leave this little boy. She just can't. John Corporation, conference room, day. Jungkook is in a meeting, but he's not paying attention. His mind keeps drifting to the mansion, to Hwan and Minjun. He wonders what they're doing. If Minjun is happy, if Hwan is happy, he's never thought about someone else's happiness before. Not like this. Board member, Mr. John? Are you listening? Jungkook, what? Board member, the quarterly projections. Do you approve? Jungkook, yes. Whatever you think is best. The board members exchange confused looks. Jungkook never says whatever you think is best. He always has an opinion. Always. Board member, are you feeling alright, sir? Jungkook, I'm fine. I have a lot on my mind. He looks at his watch. Jungkook, let's wrap this up. I need to get home. Board member, home? You never leave early. Jungkook, there's a first time for everything. He stands and walks out, leaving the board members staring after him. John Mansion kitchen later. Hwan is attempting to cook. It's not going well. Hwan, why is the pasta sticking to the pan? Why is everything burning? She frantically stirs the pot, sending pasta flying everywhere. Minjun watches from the counter, giggling. Minjun, you're a bad cook. Hwan, I know. I'm a disaster, remember? The front door opens. Jungkook walks in, and he's greeted by the sight of Hwan covered in pasta sauce, Minjun laughing hysterically. He stops in his tracks. Jungkook, what is happening? Hwan, I was trying to make lunch. Jungkook, with pasta sauce on your face? She touches her cheek and finds it covered in red sauce. Hwan, oh no. Minjun is now rolling on the floor, laughing so hard he can't breathe. Jungkook, trying not to laugh, I think you might need some help. Hwan, I don't need help. I need a miracle. He walks over and takes the spoon from her hand. Their fingers brush. Jungkook, let me show you. He takes over the cooking, and Hwan watches in amazement as he effortlessly salvages the mess. Hwan, you can cook? Jungkook, I learned. After she died. I had to learn how to take care of myself. He doesn't say who she is. He doesn't need to. Hwan, that's impressive. Jungkook, it's survival. He plates the pasta and hands her a bowl. Jungkook, here. Eat. She takes it, and their fingers brush again. This time, neither of them pulls away. John Mansion, dining room, later. They eat lunch together, an actual family meal. Minjun is happy, chattering about everything and nothing. Jungkook is quiet, but he's watching Hwan with a look she can't quite decipher. Jungkook, Hwan, can we talk? Hwan, sure. What about? Jungkook, in private. She looks at Minjun, who's busy drawing on a napkin. Hwan, okay. They go to study. He closes the door behind them. Jungkook, I want you to stay. Permanently. Hwan, Jungkook. Jungkook, not as a nanny. As something more. Something real. She stares at him. Hwan, what are you saying? Jungkook, I'm saying I need you. Minjun needs you. We both do. He steps closer to her. Jungkook, I know this is crazy. I know we barely know each other. But I've never felt this way before. Not even with. He can't finish the sentence. Hwan, with your wife? Jungkook, with anyone. She looks at him. And she sees it. The vulnerability, the need, the desperate hope. Jungkook, please. Say yes. Hwan, She wants to say yes. She really does. But something holds her back. Hwan, I need time to think. Jungkook, take all the time you need. But his voice is strained. He's afraid. And so is she.